Alrighty folks, so today we're going to be doing a little bit of work here in the Springfield. And what I'm wanting to do is there's a couple low spots around the fence where it's big enough that if a dog wanted to kind of slip underneath there, probably could. And the reason for wanting to get this done is I want to get the chickens and the two livestock guardian dogs moved into this field here. Now this is right in front of the mill house, so since we're moving into the time of year around here where we might get some less than ideal weather, this will make it a little bit easier to get to them than having them be in the field that's way over that away. They've also been in that field for a little over 3 months now, so it's time to get them moved out of there, get them onto some fresh grass. And in addition to that, this field behind me, the guys that had been running cattle out here, they had the cattle in here some, so there's a lot of cow patties out here, and the chickens love to scratch around in that stuff. That one's right about where I wanted it. That one over there, not so much. Alright, so filming and trying to run the skid steer is not exactly the easiest thing. So it's pretty well wrapped up here. I need to do a little bit of work with the rake. But I got the rocks in along through here, and over on the other side, we'll be over there in just a minute. Now, you may be looking at that and thinking it looks like really nice, dark, good quality soil. It's not. That's the reason it's so dark is that came out of a burn pile. It's charcoal and dirt from the roots and ash, and it's probably not that great. It's probably pretty sterile soil. So it's nothing really all that spectacular, but it was piling up in some areas, and I needed something to dump in here to kind of fill around the rocks, and I think it'll work just fine for that. This one over here wasn't nearly as bad. Still, I might need to get something else in there. That's almost too much gap. I was able to run over this one with the skid steer to kind of pack it in a little bit. Not too much that needs doing here. Man, these are the wrong kind, aren't they? I need a crescent wrench or something to get on the outside of that to tighten those up. I don't have the hole in the middle that I can stick the socket in. Alright, well, we're going to try getting these guys moved today. Get them moved out of here this morning. What I want to try doing first is, in order to get these steps up and out of the way, what I've just been doing is wrapping this around the lower step, bringing it up here, and then there's a little, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little loop in the rope that I can tie it to. But instead what I'm going to do is I've got this little bit from an old ratchet strap that got broken. And that way I've got a hook on the end, and if I tie this to here, then I can just hook this through the loop instead of having to knot it and unknot it each time. And I think I could maybe use a new bit of rope on this one. It's getting a little worse for wear. Hey, Roxy girl. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. You ready to go to a different field? Huh? Don't jump on me. Don't jump on me. You gonna say hi to the camera? See it? You gonna say hi? You have no idea. You're clueless. Clueless. Yeah. There. There. Cool. That ought to do the job. What about up here? Alright, so one of the dogs, it was pretty easy to get the lead line on her. The other one's not being quite so cooperative. Come here, Roxy. Come here. Roxy. Yeah, I know. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Come here. Roxy. Roxy, come here. Roxy. Don't you want to go to a different field? Why are you being so suspicious? Yeah. Yeah, here she goes. Yeah. Oh, you're a good girl, Achilia. You're bringing me the lead line. Oh, there we go. There we go. That'd be nice. Huh? Don't you start it again. There we go. Yeah, come on. Wrong way. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Good girls. Nope. Celia, this way. Come on. Okay. Roxy, because you're being good and you're close by, I'll let you off first. There you go. Good girl. Come here. Come on. Ready? There you go. Oh, man. That is always an adventure. You gotta go check out all the new stuff they have to sniff and explore around here. All right, so we're about a day and a half later. We got one move from where we were originally. We were kind of over there and now moved it over there. And for maybe the next minute or so, I'm going to geek out over cow manure and chickens. So I've got a really nice side-by-side comparison here. Over here, Roxy, I think you can see it, right over there. There's a kind of, oh, we got both of you guys. You are not helping. We got kind of small cow patty over there. We'll say it's about 6 by 6 inches, something like that. So that means it's 1/4 of a square foot. and the grass isn't really coming up through it or anything. It's a little too much for it to be pushing up through there yet. Right over here beside it was what was probably about the same size cow patty right over here. So went from that to that, and this is now spread over, we'll say maybe a 2 foot by 2 foot area. So that means it's spread out over 16 times as much area, and that now allows all the grass to be able to come up through a whole lot more easily, and it's more evenly spread. It's more usable in the area that it's spread around on. Now, another reason this is kind of cool is because the guys that, you are not helping, no you aren't, the guys that had been renting the farm here, what they would do is they would run the cattle here in this hay field over the winter, and then in the spring they would come out here with a drag that they'd pull behind the tractor. It's kind of like a chain link fence kind of thing, and then that would break up all of the manure, kind of spread it out and do the same thing. But when you have to do that in all the hay fields that you've had your cattle in, that's a lot of time. It's expense as well for, you know, running your diesel or gas or whatever in your tractor. It's extra stuff that you have to do to get the field ready to have hay grown in it again. With the chickens, you get them out here. I still have to, you know, run a tractor a little bit, moving the egg and wagon ahead a little bit, you know, to get them so that they're actually going around in different parts of the field to break this up. But it's a lot less work for me, a lot less fuel burn up in the tractor, and I'm also making some money out of it too. I'm getting eggs from it. So in other words, by doing it this way, it's kind of a win-win-win. Is there another win on there? Something like that. I don't know. It's better. Alrighty folks, well, it has been probably 2 or 3 weeks now that the chickens have been over here. They're doing a really good job of getting this area all cleaned up, getting all the cow manure spread around, getting it ready to go for springtime to start growing some hay in here. It's been really nice having them over here versus over in the turkey field, because as you may be able to tell, dogs are playing over in the temporary pond over there. It's been a little bit wet, and if it's not raining, we've had a little bit of snow on the ground, so this is a whole lot easier to get to over in this field than where they were before in the turkey field. So to get over here to, you know, get them feed and well, I don't need to get them water right now. They got all the water they can use, but or collect eggs or whatever. This has been a whole lot easier to access. Probably going to keep them over here for at least a little bit longer. They got a little bit more cleaning up to do over here, but it's getting there. Not quite sure where they would go next, but I've got a little bit of time to get that figured out yet. So that is going to do it for today's video. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.